You guys are now tuned into the 46th episode of the Re-Up Podcast. My special guests today is going to be my guy Tay and Camp J. My guy Tay runs Camphouse, that establishment over there with a couple of artists, a couple of dope producers, a whole...
Both of us.
Both of you guys. That's you. That's you. Your guys' shit right there.
That's my brother.
It kind of makes sense because your name is Camp J and all that.
Yeah.
So I feel that's all branding right there.
Yeah. So the whole branding behind camp is just you see people camp out for kicks. So just the whole idea of what would you camp for?
Exactly. Okay.
What
I like
do you
that.
go hard for? And also when you get sent away for any camp, any type of camp, it's like more of a reshaping, reforming. And yeah, I look at that as something you have to do on the way to any form of success.
For your case, it would kind of be like the fans camping out for you. You're dedicated to the fans.
Yeah, I would say that when my ego is talking,
I got you.
maybe jokingly on the track, but other than that, I think the whole camp experience for me, ever since high school, was just reshaping, reforming, and community. Everyone staying together.
You kind of grow up in camp too. Kids go away for a whole summer, they start to, realize certain things.
Like you don't literally have to be in camp, but like your whole life's process is like camp.
Right.
Because you're learning things and
different activities, different people.
Exactly.
Some people you're cool with after camp, some people you don't see after camp and shit like that. So it's kind of like life keeps on going no matter what. Exactly.
And to some people that come from other places in the world, camping is just going fishing. So it's just a universal thing, But for me personally, it was just community and reshaping, reforming, and just taking your lessons and applying it to everyday life.
So how'd you two link up? Like, did you guys grow up together, or how was that whole case where you guys formally linking up for a business and saying, you know what, let's just do this as a whole brand instead of just us going separate ways about it?
I would say we linked up through just creatives linking online, honestly, but we came from the same neighborhood, same area. And the way Brooklyn is like, it's always a familiar face. So once it's time to collide of ideas, and it's like you hit it off right away if it's genuine, So
yeah,
I feel like my relationship with Tay was just based off like, yo, let's build something like dope. You got the energy that I got. Like, this is somebody that I want to be around. This is somebody that I could see taking it there with,
Tay, what made you get into management in the first place? Because a lot of people, when they think about the music industry, they want to be in the limelight. That's either being an artist, producers now producers are getting a little more clout and getting a little more publicity and all that. But management's kind of the toughest part, the most strenuous part. So why did that kind of apply to you more than doing something else in the industry?
Jay. Honestly, I got a lot of potential in Jay. You feel me? From day one, I was the first person, and it's not even really in our situation. I always say management it's like a business partner. You feel me? So it's just like I have a talented business partner who does different things. He's a jack of all trades, but you can't be a jack of all trades and not a master.
Exactly.
That's something, you feel me?
It's kind of like you'd rather put 100% into one thing than put 25, 25, 25, 25.
Yeah.
Or just being sporadic all over the place. You didn't master one little thing yet.
Yeah, facts.
Well, I would say that's to be politically correct, though. I feel like, honestly, lately in my life, I've been picking up on multiple things and realizing that it all comes together to create whatever vision you're seeing in your head or you're trying to see all the way through. So just me, like I said, learning the engineering, learning how to actually play the keys myself. These are things that I've never done growing up. It was always about pen and pad and just spitting the dopest freestyle in the lunchroom. Like rap was my thing. But no, I started attacking everything else that I seen I was creative at. I picked up a camera, started taking photos, and was like, yo, I'm going to make it all work together. I'm going to brand it all together. So not necessarily, people say you can't be the jack of all trades, but I say attack everything that you feel yourself doing, just attack it, and you never know what comes out of it. You never know how you can blend it together and create a masterpiece.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like being self-efficient is one of the most underrated qualities anybody can have, whether you're working a 9 to 5 or you run your own company or you run just a regular like 9 to 5 business and like normal business and all that.
Yeah.
Just having some type of knowledge in everything.
Yep.
Because the world isn't such like so one dimensional like we think about.
Exactly. And plus, it's cheaper.
That too, yeah.
Cheaper, guys. If you're running your own business, whatever you do, it's like learning how to do things on your own. It's like, and I am promoting community and stuff like that, but it's like even in community, if I learn how to play the keys, but I'm primarily a vocalist, and I find somebody else that knows how to play the keys just as well or better than me, us working together is still just as good. But I can't do him no justice if I'm asking him to come help me play the keys and like I can't play the keys just as well, at least,
Exactly, yeah.
So that's what I mean. We build a stronger team if everyone is just dominant, like
right
at it.
Or at least willing to learn.
Exactly.
Or at least like willing to like learn the basics.
Exactly.
Expertise can be something that you take another step forward, but if you at least know like the one-on-ones of everything, everything isn't so confusing, and you're not just kind of like a deer in headlights where you don't know what to do with this, what to do with that. You kind of like know the basics. You at least know like the requirements for each type of thing.
Exactly. And the way life works, sometimes people trade passions.
Exactly. That's
start working with each other, and it's like you fall in love with something that person has been spending their whole life doing. And
exactly.
Like, you're just good at it, and then he wound up being good at what you're good at,
That's just how life works sometimes, honestly.
Yeah,
it took that one person to kind of like realize, all right, we got to switch passions real quick. For it to work a lot better. So does your partnership, does it force you guys to kind of be on like, not animosity in any type of sense, but like kind of like being like on top of each other and kind of like checking in most of the time, being like concrete and more straight to the point, a little more stern than like, most friends would?
Yeah.
I would say it's hard because it's like, we just come to the drawing board and say, yo, this is what we got going on. Or like, what do you think I should do? This is what I've been working on. And sometimes we don't see eye to eye on that because we have different visions, but it's about just constantly, like I said, going back, living through our experiences and seeing how we want to bring that together and like present it to the people. As I always say in my music, if you listen to my music, like my friends are a big part of my music in terms of the things they experience. We experience them together, and like, so the music I would want it to be something dope that he would want to listen to or that he can feel that's going to get him through his days as well. So it's like, when I'm checking in with Tejas to see what he's going on, drop some gems, advice, whatever I can do, and then I apply it to the music. And in terms of the businesses, I feel like we kind of learned everything we know about it together. So it's not checking in, it's more family based, I could say.
Kind of like just being like a little more clear and transparent as possible.
Yes.
Like if you don't like a beat or like how he said a verse, you gotta tell him.
Exactly.
Just because like he'd be doing you an injustice if he didn't tell you.
Exactly.
Certain critiques or hey, you can do this a little better, that a little better.
Exactly.
A lot of people
that
can't
part
really
is hard, but I feel like you have to just have an open ear,
right?
And be understanding of other perceptions.
I got you. So you have other people on your label too. Tell me about those people, because I know you got a mix of other artists and a lot of other producers that we should know about.
Lowkey Mar.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty good. Yeah, been seeing him all over social media.
Funny dude.
Definitely. Shout
out to Mar. Then we got Bandit. Yeah,
okay.
Bandit is a producer. He just now got married actually 2 days ago.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh,
to
nice!
Bandit,
Congrats to him. That's huge.
Congrats
to Bandit and his wife.
Cheers to love.
Facts.
Absolutely.
So three talented people, and we just not too much to say, just a lot to see.
Not too much to say. I like a lot to see though.
That's a fact. And actually, we have. I'm working on. I have the Camp Museum that I'm starting up.
Yes, sir.
Just visually, it's just a production company where I just feel like I work with a lot of videographers that are dope, but I feel like I have something to bring to the table. I've seen my father do it all my life too. So I picked up the camera and I was like, yo, I'm about to go 8 with it as well. So production-wise, but I'm going to mix it with the music. So production period is going to be just making exceptional work, great material, visually and with sound. And that's where I'm at with it.
So your dad was he was a photographer or a videographer?
My pops was both a photographer and videographer,
Okay, that's
but
fire.
musician first.
Nice. Okay.
So like growing up, my father was on Law and Order. He was signed to Jive Records, and like he went that path. Had the family. Well, my mother had the family. Shout outs to mom. And it was more for him. He wanted to settle down and like play the family role, but he still attacked the videography. And I remember being 4 or 5 years old and playing in his music videos and stuff like that. So
that was such a great experience as a kid.
yeah, facts. I fell in love with it around 4 or 5 years old, but I would say I fell in love with the pen first.
Okay.
Because I used to fight myself trying to just write poems and write rhymes.
Okay.
But I was horrible at it. And then my father started writing my raps as a kid. And then, I eventually grew into my sound and what I wanted to do, or what I wanted to say.
So you had a ghostwriter since you were like pretty much since you were 7.
Big facts. Shouts to Pops. The first and only ghostwriter.
That's what's up, man. What does he think about your whole career path now? Like, is he kind of like, I don't want you to go like, I want you to do something different, or is he kind of more on the path of like, I want you to kind of do what I was doing because it kind of makes sense? I
would say I have a mixtape that's on SoundCloud. You could probably find it if you know my old name. I'm not gonna say it, but
if you know, you know.
Yeah, it was called Influenced, and I did a lot of like hip hop samples and chops that I did with Twin Joe Entertainment, and my pops was pretty much there every step of the way, and it turned out to be like some real raw like hip hop mixtape, you know, and that was what I was in love with at the time. But then I realized that, you know, there's so much more to making music. It's like I have a groovy influence where like I love Michael Jackson too, and I love James Brown, and I love all of the other things that music has to offer. So I was just like, yo, let me take that on. So I feel like nowadays, just trying to get my pops, it's pretty much our relationship with the music is like trying to get him to understand a new and a more fresh sound. So I feel like he listens to the lyrics and he's like, yo, that was dope what you said. I felt that part, but I don't think he really understands the full experience of what I'm bringing yet. So yeah, I try to work every day to try to make it as universal and as possible. Yeah,
I mean, I could definitely feel that because my dad, he's an entrepreneur. He's kind of the same way. Like, he's not just going to tell you, oh, this is cool, if he doesn't understand from A to Z how that shit works. Like, dollars, cents, like, who are you marketing to, what's this going to, you know, like, just pretty much, like, all the whole checklist, that type of thing. But it's cool because, like, when you do get that type of, like, that nod, it's kind of like, all right, cool. Like, that's a good sign.
Yeah, and you know it's digestible. Yeah, I think our parents are older, so it's like, well, if they're gonna at least nod their head to it and like dance to it, it's like, you know, you got something like on the basis. It's good.
Exactly. Off the podcast too, we were talking about how you kind of want to do festivals. You asked me if your music was like festival wise, and I do think your music is like, it's like something for everybody. Mm-hmm. It's not just like some trap shit or some like drill shit that we hear all the time. It's like I can see everybody bumping to that.
Yes.
If they really wanted to.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. And festival vibe is like, that's what I want. I want the festivals. I take the festivals over anything. Like, honestly, give me an Afro Punk. I always envision myself at Afro Punk. I always envision myself at Governor's Ball.
Gov Ball and Afro Punk is,
let's get it,
that's where it gets on, honestly.
Gov Ball, Coachella. Let's get it, man. Put me up there. That's the home right there. That's gonna be my home. Facts.
And Coachella, that's a big one too. Even if you're just like an opening act or something like that. Yeah, if you get Coachella, you're getting the fucking bag.
Yeah, we gonna make it happen though. Yeah. We gonna make it happen.
Absolutely.
We'll take that.
Even like there's like smaller festivals too that happen all the time like that. You know, still have a good, pretty much a good following.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Rolling Loud, what's up? Let's get it. Let's get to it.
Broccoli Fest.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
I just want any fest out there. If you're looking for some dope, fresh material, different sound, different energy, Brooklyn native, Camp J is your boy. Like, Camp J is that guy.
Yeah, I've been seeing a whole bunch of like new little like new festivals pop up. It's cool because it's not just like, it's not like where you need to be like a big ass brand. if you have good artists that have a pretty good following and people are gonna buy tickets no matter what, that's really all you need. There really needs to be like no crazy extravagant shit like Rolling Loud. You got fireworks and all that shit that comes with some time, obviously.
Yes, stage direction going up too.
Absolutely,
best believe. Budget going up.
It has to, honestly.
Yeah.
So you were in LA recently. How was that? Did you get to go see some studios out there, make some music?
Actually, LA, it was a chill vibe. It was really a vacay vibe, honestly. I laid back. Definitely wrote rhymes. Always jotting down material. But what I did mostly was just take pictures. I was visually inspired while in LA.
Okay.
And I was out there with my lady. She was visiting her family. So that was also sweet vibes.
That's a good place to have family at.
Yeah, facts.
Excuse to go out there.
Shouts to Chelsea. It was her birthday. Shouts to Carol. Shouts to Kate. Shouts to the gang. Yeah, facts.
How much direction do you have when it comes to like your music videos and all of that? Do you kind of like co-directing sometimes, or because I've seen that you work with different videographers, but I'm not sure how much like automatic control you have in there, as opposed to like how much you just let them kind of breathe and let them do their own thing.
Honestly, I would say I'm very hands-on to the fact that sometimes there's videos that I just wind up not feeling after we shoot them, and it's just because I'm a perfectionist, and it could break me sometimes, but there's times that it really came in handy. So yeah, I would say I'm very hands-on with everything that I'm doing. Especially now, I picked up the camera, and now it's like I just want to build a team of creatives that kind of have a similar vision to what I'm trying to produce, and yeah, I just want to but I'm hands-on.
All right,
very
cool.
Hands-on.
Yeah, Broke Boys is actually like a pretty cool video.
Thank you.
Like that a lot. So
Yep.
like, what was your whole plan behind that? How'd you set that whole thing up? Because I really haven't seen like a video like that honestly before.
Honestly, I just moved out here to Jersey, and it was like I really had no crazy creative idea for that video. It was more like I wanted to do it like an in-studio performance at first, but then it just wound up being empty crib vibes. Just wind up just spitting. There was no extra creative thought. We just tried out the coloring. I did that with Celine Diago as well. Daydreams and Shooting Stars, like that's like our little clique. Like we just have these colors in mind, and we just like bring them to life and create some like magical like experience with the visual. Honestly,
He talented.
So just like
I was gonna say like that's that's not just no regular shoot over here. I'm gonna be on top of a car type of shit.
Yeah, but I mean it's pretty regular when you compare it to the things that are coming. So, but I'm just one of those people that I'm very genuine with my process. So it's like if you look at my catalog right now, it's like it's probably about like 5 projects on there, and you'll hear like multiple sounds that I cover, and it's just because like it's just my process of me like this is what I look at as perfection at the moment. This is like my best body of work. Let me share this with y'all, despite whatever or who's promoting it or whatever. But this is where I'm at in my life right now.
Right.
Just because the music is low. I know to most people they might say this is unhealthy, but the music is how I stay sane. Honestly, me doing music is just something that's a part of me. It's like it's what gets me through regular life experiences.
I think it sounds bad to people who don't like have like a passion that they would like even die for or spend their whole lives doing. Because once you find that one thing, it's like I can't imagine myself doing absolutely anything else. Exactly.
And I'm only saying that because I'm only conscious of it because I've been having conversations with people recently, and that's been coming up. It's like the whole idea of are you okay? Because you're into the music so deep, but it's like. Nah, and then you start sometimes questioning yourself, So to those people, I know anyone that has a passion, they face this, where they're having conversations with people, and what you're talking about might just sound outlandish to them.
Someone who has a different vision.
Exactly, someone who has a different vision. So it's like, don't second guess that, you know? Just listen, try to understand it from their perspective, and then say, all right, once you're done with that conversation, go back to the drawing board and get even more creative for people like that. You know what I'm saying? Never second guess it. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I going too hard? Just listen to that. It's no such thing as you're going too hard. It's like, this is your passion. If that's what you're thinking about when you wake up, and like before you go to sleep, and like sometimes you can't sleep because it's so on your mind. It's like, no, that's your purpose, bro. Chase it and like get it. Don't chase it, actually live in it. You know, Kobe Bryant said the best part of it is just living out the dream. You're living out the dream while working for it. That's really like the part that feels the best is when you're doing the workouts and the training and stuff like that. The celebration and stuff it only lasts a few
10,
minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah,
compared to the whole movie that's like your life and your passion.
Exactly. And that makes up of 80% of that is gonna make up of the hard times, the times where you were excited to get over to overcome something.
Exactly.
Much.
The days you were in the studio, days where like wasn't so easy, days where like you got to go through like the business side, which a lot of people think is like easy. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it's probably the hardest part.
Yeah.
It's probably the reason why like a lot of artists don't like the art itself or like the business of it, is just because, you know,
Yeah,
the whole business piece. I'm sure you guys could like vouch for that.
It doesn't allow them to be them 100%, I would say. But yeah, like I said, don't second guess what you're feeling and how you want to present it to the people. Present it like just like that. And don't be afraid to tell other people like, nah, that's not what I see. This is what I see. Like, you have to have that because nobody else is going to be able to like get it spot on.
Your vision is exactly how you want to like, you know, build it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So no one else knows how to build that but you. Like, no one else knows how to like go towards that goal.
Exactly. So of course, in conversation, it's not going to sound as like
enthusiastic or positive.
So a person is going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what you're going to do. But just be like, they don't understand. And don't get aggressive with them.
Right.
Just be like, they don't understand in your head, and just be like, yeah, but I'm going to holler at you. And, you know,
exactly, yeah. Then a couple months or a couple years even, you know, it all makes sense. You look like a genius.
Yes.
You go from looking like you were crazy to now, holy shit, like this guy's a genius. You know,
that's a fact.
Why didn't I trust this guy before?
That's a fact. That's a fact. And we all got that genius in us. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So we just second guess ourselves and we don't be entirely who we want to be.
Exactly. Because we rely too much on other people's opinions and thoughts and social media's thoughts and what's the trends now. And if I don't do it like that, I'm not going to be big and stuff like that, you know, which is like, that's a little toxic to oneself because you add anxiety to yourself. Yeah. You add doubt to yourself, negativity to yourself. Yeah. Your mood is just going to, you know, sink, obviously, just because of that.
Exactly.
You mentioned something before, too, how like the business doesn't let artists completely be themselves. Is that why you guys really want to go independent? Is because you don't want somebody else telling you guys how to pretty much be you or like live out your potential, live out your vision?
Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's too much talent, you know, and in this industry, it's a lot of like loopholes, and they try to get you sucked in, and a lot of people try to, you know, shelf you, get tax write-offs, you know, and I don't know, I just don't agree with a lot of stuff that's going on. It's a lot of people that come in the game nowadays, and they're gone, like you don't really hear about them, you know, frequently too much no more, and it's just whack. I feel like a partner, like a joint partnership, will actually be something that we're really looking for. Okay. We're powerful, you know, and we know like every day we're growing and learning. So no one's perfect, but we know like the route we want to go and where we want to take this business to. So.
You mentioned a partnership. Is there any other partnership out there that you've heard of that's kind of like maybe like an example? Like, all right, maybe like this person's a partner with this like entity or label, something like that would work for us.
Like Kendrick is under TDE. Top Dog has Top Dog or Punch has they have their own label, which is Top Dog Entertainment, and then I believe, I don't know exactly the logistics of it, but I believe that it's also distributed by Interscope.
Okay, I think I've heard something like that too.
They have a partnership with Interscope. Or you have J. Cole. J. Cole has a
Rock Nation.
Yeah, he's Rock Nation.
So Dreamville X Rock Nation, stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's dope. Okay.
but his artists under Dreamville, I believe that's Interscope
Are just
as
under
well.
okay, so under Dreamville and Interscope, so they have both those outlets to go towards.
Exactly.
That's good because
So
a lot of
it's
people, it might be scary for some artists to just like go straight to an Interscope or just go straight to a Rock Nation or something like that. But if they go to like not a smaller label, but like a newer one that was started by the J. Cole's, by the K Dots and everything like that, it may seem more like okay, like that kind of works a little better sometimes.
Yeah, I think for me, I just want to, like I said, have the vision, and I know where I see it, and I don't want anyone like trying to like control that right now. You know what I'm saying?
There's no need
it's
to.
Fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fresh. It's a lane that I feel like no one is touching, and I want to do it perfect for that reason. And whoever wants to like join the journey and like they see the experience and like it's lit enough, I want to be able to present it to them beforehand and then talk about what can they bring to the table. But I want to be able to I want to be able to give people the perfect presentation first before I'm asking for anything, you know?
Right, because it wouldn't make any sense to not have everything prepared and then ask.
Yes.
Because you can't cash that check pretty much.
Exactly. And if someone would have come said, yo, I would have did this better, or give me the budget to, you know, make it more exciting, then hell yeah, let's do it, you know? But right now, I'm gonna try my best to try to get it with what I got, just so that, you know, I don't owe nobody anything. It's like, yo, this is the vision we got. It's what I brought to the table. It's what I'm introducing. What can you contribute to this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what can you do for me? Not
Exactly.
like having your hand down mostly. Because, you know, people, it's one thing to look for opportunities, but don't be there like with your hand out, hat like in hand and shit like that, like too much, because you're going to get fucked over. They're going to smell that. They're going to hit you with like legal terms that you don't know nothing about.
Exactly.
And then they'll pretty much take like most of your bread.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
they
loophole.
they just see you're not worth anything, you know? To them in business world, is like they look at it as you're not worth anything. You're worth what? You're worth.
Well, how much we would tell you, like how much we dictate your worth.
They just look at you like you don't know nothing.
Yeah, you got to go in there and like you
knowing your stuff.
Like, yo, if you got
That's
all
true,
of these things taken care of, the more business that you got taken care of beforehand, it just makes their job easier.
Yeah,
that's
right.
all.
Just meeting each other 50-50 at the 50-yard line.
Exactly. That's, you know, fair. The compromise. There's always a compromise.
Indeed.
But it just has to be there first.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It can't be too one-sided.
Exactly. And I feel like I'm there. Got the material. If I had to critique myself, I'll say just giving people more visuals. And like I said, I've been taking my time with the visuals because I just want them to be perfect. And you'll see that very soon. I have a record out right now that I just released called FFF.
Fire record, by the way.
Thank you.
Like a lot.
I appreciate that, bro. And
That's
I'm
more of
working on it.
more of like a club type, like festival concert type of atmosphere type of shit. I like that.
I took a risk
Fits
with
in.
that song. I'm not really into the auto-tune and stuff like that, but I took a risk with it because I've just been tapping into a lot of the 80s funk and stuff that I would listen to or my parents would play, like, you know, and I'm falling in love with it all over again. I'm realizing like Saturday Night Fever and like all of those like Boogie and like all of those old school Crush Groove. It's like one of my favorite movies, top 5 favorite movies, Crush Groove. Like that sound of music with Run DMC and them doing the collab with Aerosmith, the blend of like just rock sounds, electro, hip hop is what I'm on right now. So the FFF was just like the introduction to that. And yes, but I brought FFF up, 1, so you could check it out, and 2, because I'm working on the visual right now, and it's definitely something much different from anything that I've dropped. The closest thing to it, I would say, is Fulfillment. I dropped a record called Fulfillment on a previous project called What Would Jay Do? And the video was colorful, and it was like live, and it was like late night. I made it like a late night show. So as you can see, like I'm not up there yet in terms of the budget, but the creativity and where I'm trying to go, like you can definitely see it, and it's heat, it's fire. Like no one could tell me any different.
Yeah, the creative piece, honestly, I think when it comes to like videography, whether it's production or music videos or even movies and shit like that, I think people overthink it too much.
Exactly.
Because we've been spoiled, well, people our age, we've been spoiled with like too much CGI, too many props.
Yeah.
You know, 6K cameras now, 8K cameras now.
Yeah.
That's the point where like if you just come out with a camera like you think you could shoot well, that's not the truth of it.
Yeah.
You could take a simple, vlogger camera, but if you have a vision, if you have a storyboard of everything, and you have there's like an actual message behind it or a certain vibe to it, not necessarily a message, you're a lot better off doing that than having like an 8K camera on you. You can't even there's no basis to nothing.
Yeah,
that's the new easy way out.
That's a fact, because everybody pick up the camera, but it's like, all right, what are you shooting with it though?
Yeah,
Yeah, like what's the purpose behind it?
A lot of people don't have structure.
Are you trying to break the simulation, or or are you just trying to go with the flow?
That's true.
And as you shall flow, yes, in your personal life, but I feel like when being creative is don't go with the flow. You shouldn't go with the flow. You should go with the soul.
That's a bar right there. I like that. So your song Fulfillment too, liked it a lot. Had a lot of dope meaning to it. I looked up on Webster's dictionary the exact definition of fulfillment, and it's just getting what you want mostly out of life, and it's kind of a checklist of this is what I want to do, just getting it done. Yep. So for both of you guys, what's your day-to-day routine to make sure that's the most fulfilled day possible? It's not every day, obviously, but
I would say for me,
how do you feel that?
A perfect, it doesn't always work this way, but a perfect, I would say when I wake up, I have to first stretch. I'll sometimes do my yoga, or I'll just go straight to the gym. And maybe before I go to the gym, I have my little muffin sliced in the middle with butter, toast. And then, go to work out for an hour, and then come back to the crib. I have a board. I hash out my ideas. I say, these are the 5 ideas I jotted down over the weekend. Let's say it's top of the week, and it's all right, this is what I want. What I want to work on. It might be some might be under the visual umbrella. Some might be under music umbrella. It just all depends on what I feel at the moment. I try to spend a few hours doing that, and just creative all day. Honestly, I would say creative all day. Get into it. Checking off the board. Honestly.
Yeah, just no matter what, just keep on going.
Keep on going. That's how I would say keep on going. But honestly, a lot of my process is also watching inspirational videos and watching interviews.
Interviews actually motivate me a lot. Not only because I'm in the industry of that and I want to do that for a living, obviously moving forward, but just hearing other people's experiences and just hearing their conversations and how uplifted you could be. Because sometimes when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a creator, it's very isolating. Because again, most of the public outside world, they don't know, what the point of what you're doing is.
Yeah.
No one understands it, so you feel like you're crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
You feel damn, no one really gets what this music shit is. No one really gets what this podcast shit is. In my case, no one knows about what my painting shit is.
Yeah.
So that could be a little depressing sometimes, and you kind of need not companionship, but a mental companionship. But people understand exactly what it is. So when you hear a dope interview with Elliot Wilson and Nipsey Hussle, how Nipsey was all fucked up, and how it was took him 10, 12 years to really break out over there.
Yeah.
So so it's listening to people like that. You're all right, this is real life. I'm not the only person that's either been through this experience or going through this experience.
Exactly.
So something cool like that.
You realize that it is hard work, So it just motivates you to keep going as well. So anything that motivates me to keep going, I would say my lady's always there pumping me up, get this going. Tay's always hitting me up, checking me out, yo, you got something new? You got something new? Sending me more heat, sending me more beats. And that's just what it is. It just switches, honestly, every day. Also, talking to my mom and my father, seeing what they're working on, sending them pictures that I've done. My father is so hyped to see me pick up a camera.
Yeah, I can imagine he's probably really proud of you because of that.
Yeah, so it's just like I couldn't give you an organized like day, honestly, because I feel like every day is
Yeah,
just
I don't need like a
scary.
checklist. Just like maybe some things that like no matter what day it is, you kind of like
Yeah.
just keep in mind.
So no matter what, I just try to keep the family in mind, try to keep the music in mind, and also try to keep my spirit aligned, because it's just like, you know, first you gotta be right within yourself so that you can give people positive product, you know. That's all.
Day to day with me, and I wake up, you know, I gotta listen to music every morning. That's how I start my day. Every morning, that's how I play music, and I don't play like no mumble rap. Nah, I don't.
Nah, shout out to mumble rap.
Yeah, mumble rap. Yeah, shout outs. Yeah,
yeah, but first thing in the morning, like 7 a.m. I don't know if I do mumble rap 7 a.m.
I know some people who do
If
that.
it works, then listen,
That's
go
for
for
them.
it.
Yeah,
But for
go
me,
for
like I gotta like start with something a little smoother first.
Yeah, I listen to
Or it
like
depends.
jazz, and I listen to a lot of R&B. Like,
Okay,
so
like new R&B or like old R&B or a mix of both.
it's like it's a mix. And
Okay.
like, yo, I love Ari Lennox. And if
She's
Ari
fire.
Lennox is
Shouts to her.
watching this, I know she gonna see this. Ari, yo, you're dope. You're talented. I listen to your music. Nah, you know, like she keep me going though, for real.
Yeah.
Like it's good feeling music, you know.
Exactly.
So like besides Jay, like I listen to a few other artists, you know, but I'm on the phone a lot. I put a lot of things together, you know, to a lot of different people, you know, like, so it's like, it's a mixture of a lot, you know, and I'm always outside, like, networking with people, meeting new people, you know, and just, like, building, like, how can I help, like, take our business to the next, you know, level. So that's why, like, I'm always outside. I'm the more the outside person.
On your IG profile, it says dot connector on it.
Yeah.
So that kind of sums it up
Yeah.
in a nutshell pretty good.
Yeah, like sometimes you won't even see me on Instagram. And like if you're an outside person, you'll see me somewhere, and it's always a good place. So,
Exactly.
you know,
I mean, we met, at Fight Club Studios,
Yeah.
obviously working, a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, a lot of heat been cooked up there. You know,
Nah, I believe it.
nah, but
They got some of the best engineers in the city.
Yeah. Shout out to I Fight Club. You know,
Facts.
Definitely. Yeah, shout outs to Spice too. I met Spice when I was 18. That's when me and Jay first started going to Platinum, Jerry Wonder's studio.
Yeah.
And Spice used to run over there.
Yep.
And then, long story short, after those years, we stopped going there. Wound up running into a studio, IMI, you know, from some mutual friends. And yeah, one day I was there and Spice walked through the doors and Spice said, I'm at IMI now, you know, and yeah. You know, it was some good connections and great people I met, you know, with this music stuff, with like studios in New York, like great studios. So shout
Absolutely.
out to Spice.
Yeah, shouts to them.
Yeah.
What other events have you been throwing? Because I've been seeing that even during quarantine, you were still going crazy trying to coordinate shit. So any new events you got coming up?
Yeah, I got something coming up because my recent event, me and Jay Critch had an event, it got shut down by the police, you know, so we got something else coming soon, you know, but eventually though, the long run term for me, besides like with the music though, I actually want to throw festivals, like, so
Okay.
that's gonna be
So that works
So-
perfectly too.
Yeah, that's
And
gonna be me
also
and Jay
say
hustling.
why. Say why it got shut down so that it doesn't sound crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't want to thank you. All right.
It's not good
nah,
for your promote.
Nah. It ain't like that because I don't got that type of reputation.
I mean, all parties get shut down nowadays.
yeah.
It don't even gotta be no crazy.
They tried to say
what, COVID
that-
reasons?
that- no, the neighborhood was too urban for like what I had going on. We was having different celebrities coming, you know. We had the address out, but I've been at that venue before and there was never no complications with previous events.
That's the
that we
weirdest
were-
reason I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
This neighborhood is too urban.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, all right, if the neighborhood's too like residential or like too like, I don't know, like
yeah, but
not like that.
I'm not
Cool.
not those type. I'm not the type of person who gonna throw shade. Like shout out to them though for giving me the opportunity.
yeah,
You know, so yeah,
shit happens.
yeah, shit happens. But I got some other shit coming. They gonna see it real soon. But yeah, so I want to throw festivals. That's gonna be me and Jay of the Hustle. You know, like you see Rolling Loud, like them boys. You feel me?
Going
Broccoli
crazy.
Festival, Made in America, stuff like that. Like that inspires me because I like to be outside and I like to make people feel good. Like I like to bring a lot of people together and like network and connect. So you know, like big on the community like work too as well. So yeah, that's definitely something that's going to be done in the future.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Talk to me about Critch real quick. Like, how long have you guys been organizing events together and, just being in business together?
So recently, well, we did stuff before, like little events, but right now, like at the stature he's right now, like we're starting to pick back up, like throwing events, to bring everybody together. But I knew him for some time, like, we got ties together, good ties. So, we've been in the studio for years. Like, I've been supporting him from day one of his career. And look.
Yeah, he's done pretty. Listen, he's done pretty well for himself, to say the least.
Facts. Shout out to him.
He's been working pretty hard and shit. Been pretty consistent with all that.
Facts. So we Brooklyn. Like we all Brooklyn. Like we all family. Like we all just trying to get there. Like trying to like stamp. Like you feel me? Put our stamp in the city. And like when we going, God forbid, like everybody is speak on us. Like,
you left it all on the table.
Yeah,
did what you could. People know that.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why it's like I grind every day. Jay grind every day. All us grind every day. So like
to make shit happen.
Yeah, like when they talk in New York, they gonna speak on all of us.
Yeah, it's definitely good to see people like actual New Yorkers, team up together and work so well together. I think it's a very underrated, and like uncommon type of trait with the New Yorkers is that no one really wants to work with one another. No one really wants to. Everyone kind of wants to, get the side eye and compete too much.
Yeah. Exactly.
We could just be making, we could be making history. Forget money, but like history together. We could be doing like great shit for the community, like you were just talking about together.
A lot of people like to say the king of New York, but don't really do too much for the city.
Yeah, so kings also as a king, you gotta serve your people too. So it's not just a status type of thing.
Yeah, people gotta speak on that shit. Like real people, like when you doing shit from the heart, you don't gotta speak on it.
Exactly.
Like,
people know.
Yeah.
People could vouch for you. Good people could vouch for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Corny people.
For me, it's like it shouldn't even be about all of that. It's like I said, we all have something different to bring to the table.
That's a fact.
We're all geniuses, so it's all about unlocking that, and like. No one's the king of anything. That's just all publicity. That's all like just to get us to compete with each other and shit like that. Yeah. But we could all be great.
Exactly.
We all get the money. Like Coyle Ray said, we all get money. like for real, man. And we just have to have that attitude. Like homeboy over there is just as hungry as me. Let's get it. Let's see what we could create when we come together.
And hold on, my fault for cutting you off. Another thing I don't like about New York too. People see it's a lot of talent out in New York. Not even just Jay, other artists. It's a lot of talent. Like it's a lot of hungry artists, and people they have the position to give people those opportunities to be heard. But they do whack stuff. They try to act like they don't see it. They blind to it. Like
the ego, politics, and shit.
Yeah, it should be corny. But
if they don't see like an immediate return of investment, they're not gonna want to do it.
But like. People always have that last laugh at the end of the day. So, like...
Listen, the good prevail.
That's a fact.
Whether it takes 2 years, 10 years, 15 years, at some point, the good people always get up on top.
All the unsigned artists, producers, y'all got to believe in yourself. Keep going. Don't give up.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Who are some producers and artists that you're cool with in LA? Because I mentioned before, off the air, that we were talking about you going to LA recently, or you're going to go to LA soon. So what artists do you tap in with over there? That we should know about.
LA wise, shout out to my boy Warhol. I'm in Val. I'm cool with Warhol. That's my guy. Staccato, producer. He produced Negative Energy for Trippy. And I think, who was that? Was that Cool, right? I don't want to. Oh, no. That was Cody Shane. Yeah, it was Cody Shane. Staccato. Who else? Let's go on. There's a lot of people. I don't want to be up here going on and on, but tapped in with a lot of great familiar faces, great familiar names on the West Coast. So, yeah, shout out to all my people on the West Coast.
Yeah, LA is where it's at right now, too.
Yeah.
A lot of really good artists coming out.
Yeah.
But not just, coming out, but, really taking that next step forward. Like, OGZ's one of them.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, I didn't really know. But I know about Shoreline Mafia, so I don't really know their individual names. But, yeah, shout out to them, too. Yeah.
So, it's 4 of them, Phoenix Flexin'. Well, there was, because they're not group no more.
They broke up, right?
Yeah, they broke up. Phoenix Flexin', OGZ, Master Kato, and Rob Vicious.
Okay.
So, my opinion, the best one is OGZ.
Okay.
Then you get Rob. I mean, not the best. I think the one who's been doing the best since they broke up is Lowkey Jeezy, because he has a song. He has a song with the Baby. He has an album that's just project that just came out. He's been doing like working with other artists and shit like that too. Been getting a lot of dope publicity. I think he was in a Bape campaign.
Okay.
With OVO and Bape actually. He was one of the models in there. I was really surprised about that one.
Salute to him.
Yeah, nah, he's a dope artist too.
LA,
Phoenix is dope too, honestly.
LA, that place though, like when you out there, like it's a lot of connections out there. So you're gonna run into anybody. Like I remember the first time I ever went to LA, I went in the opening ceremony.
That's
and,
dope. Yeah, dope brand.
I was in the opening ceremony and I seen this big ass security guard come in one day. What the fuck? Like he was tall as hell. He had to be like 7'2", 7'3", and he had like an ear monitor, like an earpiece in his ear, holding it, or whatever.
Like a Secret Service.
Yeah, like Secret Service type vibes. He came to like check the whole premises to make sure like it wasn't no threat or anything, and so he walked out, and then like 2 minutes later he comes back in with another like security guard, and then it's a lady with her head down. So like I'm on the rack looking at these t-shirts and pants. So like you just feel a wind come next to me. Yeah, so I look to my right and it's Beyonce. Like legit, like how me and Jay are sitting, like it's right here. I just look. Like I don't get starstruck because I've been around that for so long or whatever.
Yeah, like you can't do that.
Yeah, you know, they trying to enjoy their personal time, you know? And that was when she was pregnant with the twins. And like she gave me like the you know, the fake like like that, like
yeah,
right now, you know, what I'm saying?
Like nice little smile. How are you?
Like how you doing?
Don't make it hot.
Yeah, like I wasn't gonna blow up a spot.
Yeah,
I just kept it pushing. Like
exactly, that's how it should be.
Yeah, LA though, like back to LA, it's a vibe.
I feel like everyone either moved to LA or Atlanta.
Yeah,
either one. No one's really in New York no more.
Besides
or Miami,
New York,
to be honest.
I feel like those are the two places. Like if you're an artist, a producer, whatever, upcoming, those are cities you definitely got to go see.
Yeah,
definitely.
I would say Atlanta probably like runs rap right now. I'm not proud to say that, but for the most part, I feel like they have like the bigger like grip on the game for the most part.
I ain't gonna say rap, but like nah, it's a lot of great
like
talent.
Hip hop, I guess.
Yeah. I like how you switched that up. Hip hop, like because you know it's great people, great artists out there, you know. But like we got some hungry artists and great artists in New York too.
Yeah, we do.
And it'd be dope when like more opportunities come where everybody could just like collaborate and like give opportunities to be heard. Yeah, so that's gonna be a vibe. Like,
I feel like Atlanta rap creatives, they work better together too. Like everyone does collabs with each other. New York is not. It's getting a little better, but it's a little more dicey.
New York is ego.
Yeah, Atlanta, they don't really care. Atlanta, they'll work with anybody.
Egos is just New York. Like no artists like want to really work together because every artist feel like they're better than the next.
I wouldn't say no, but you know, it's a nice bit of them.
Yeah, we can't say no.
It's groups.
Yeah, right.
I just be like, it be groups.
Yeah,
I would say it's too many people compared to what it should be.
It's just cluttered. Yeah,
it should be everyone not everyone. Let's say 90% of people want to fuck with each other.
Exactly.
Instead of like being so exaggerated that like nobody or practically nobody wants to work with each other.
That should be fake love.
Exactly.
It'd be like, yo, bro, you know when you outside in an event and you see somebody, and then he'd be like, yo, bro, let's cook up. You know, niggas like to hold a conversation just for the event, and then after that, you never hear from them. That's some real New York shit for you. Like for
just
real, like
like be busy, man. Everybody too busy to come together and get to the work. That's all.
It could be a lot better, which is the most frustrating part. Mm-hmm. Is that the most frustrating part about being in the music industry? Is that like pettiness and shit like that, or is it more just like business stuff that you get? I think it's a little annoying.
It's not. It used to be annoying, but like I said, these days I just learn how to.
Right, and it's necessary. So it's not like the annoying piece, and it can help you in the long run.
Yeah. Exactly. And you just got to bring all you can bring to the table. Focus on that. Because 9 times out of 10, you want somebody else to help you out with something, but you could be spending that energy on building that skill yourself.
Yeah, exactly. There's just one song I recently heard on like wasn't your recent album. It was What Could Jay Do, which was released in 2020. Track 13, Shooting Star, featuring Celine Diago.
Yes.
Talk to me about Celine real quick, because her voice is insane.
Yes. Thank you. I'm saying thank you for her because she started doing music maybe about like 2 years ago.
Really? Okay.
Originally a designer, DJ, and now she just wants to experiment with her voice.
Okay.
And a lot of great songs have came out of it. And once I heard it, for the first time, I was like, yo, you should really do it. You should chase it. And I swear it was drastic. It was like a drastic switch up because at first, when I tried to get her to do music, it was like, oh, nah, it's not for me. It's not for me. And then one day, like, I would come home and it's just, she would have like full songs written out. So it's like, wow, okay. And they weren't all put together, but it was
The
just her
effort was
feelings.
there.
She was just putting
Yeah.
her feelings out, and it was like, oh, okay, like this is something that she was passionate about. She started getting her own beats on BeatStars and stuff like that. She didn't like the beats that I was sharing.
Damn, she said, nah, it's not good.
Yeah, they were too trappy. So she likes to call her sound dreamy. So
Okay.
like, I was like, yo, let me see where this goes for real. And it's just been great working together, and like her being so like excited about learning new things, and really taking it there with her vocals, her sound, and the full experience as well. She's just as colorful as me. So our visions is just, it kind of collide pretty much.
If you had to like describe your brand in one word, would it be colorful?
It would, but nah. I would say, because like most of the things we work on, we have a title for it. It's like Daydreams and Shooting Stars.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, we just describe ourselves as like it has that color kind of, when you hear Daydreams and Shooting Stars, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I automatically
Not
see,
too bright,
Yes.
not too mellow, relaxed, but still passionate.
like a nice nature vibe,
Yeah.
you know, like nature, stars is out, like that night where you set your affirmations and you feel me?
You just take a breath and think.
Exactly. So that's kind of our relationship, I would say. She's my peace, and like she's brought the yoga, she's brought all of those things into my life. We're dreamers. Like that's from the time we wake up to the time we can't take it no more and fall asleep. Like we really work on this journey together and mapping out these ideas. Yes. So she's as talented as ever, and she has so much more to grow. I'm just so excited to see where it takes her.
Yeah, listen, vocals crazy. I could tell it's like all natural too. Like, she sounds really good. So, shouts to her.
Yes, indeed. And I have a few songs that we haven't released that's about to go crazy too. But whenever, as you can see, just from what I described, as you can see when you hear the music, whenever we collab, it's always that kind of spiritual kind of talk.
Right.
Shooting Stars, Save Today is on that album as well with Celine. And she just dropped her EP called Dreamscape. That has a track called Trendsetters on there featuring your boy. So like, yeah, I just feel like that's a dope artist that I love featuring on songs. I love being featured on her songs because we always bring that dreamy experience together, what you're dreaming about. And, it just collides. It works. Yeah.
That's what's up.
And she makes me want to sing more, too. She actually gave me the confidence to experiment more with my voice as well. So
Yeah.
I would say definitely that's what inspires me the most, the fact that she just took it there. She said, yo, I'm going to sing how I feel and put it all out there. And, wow, she's just, like, build a dope project. And she has so much music right now. Like she's just like, it's inspirational. It's like, it makes me want to like work harder, honestly.
Right. It may like broaden your horizons a little more.
Exactly.
Because that's one thing about your music that I do like is that it's not like a cookie cutter type of experience. Like every song is different, and it's like some for everybody. But it's also like a very unique way, that you approached it.
Thank you.
So how do you like kind of like get into that zone? Are you like a writer? Do you kind of just like listen to a beat and like just go from there?
I would say yes. I was originally a writer. Writing was my first love. But most of the time I'm jotting down things according to my experience throughout the day. And when I have the time to sit in front of everything, and either if I'm cooking it up from scratch or if I have a beat that one of my favorite producers have sent me, it's just, what does this beat remind me of from what I've jotted down or something? 9 times out of 10 it'll just come to my head, and I won't have the whole thing, but I'll just like start off with it to get the vibe going, and then try to piece together some right there and then ideas as well, just to make it sound more fresh and sound more genuine. But yeah, I would say if you ever seen that movie 5 Heartbeats, where I think his name, Robert Townsend, he's the main character, and I believe he wrote it, and it's about this group. But anyway, it's a scene in there where he wrote lyrics, and I believe the paper was crumbled up and ripped up, and his sister was sweeping it up, and it's like a musical. So they start singing, and he had to find the paper, the pieces of paper, and like make it match up because they were all ripped up. But it was his lyrics from a song that they were singing at the very moment, but he had to make it make sense. So that's kind of what my process is like. It's like jotted thoughts all over, and then putting it together. It's like I'm always able to put together a masterpiece and know what I want from the full experience.
It goes from being like sporadic thoughts to like something organized.
Exactly.
Like a piece of art, pretty much.
Exactly. That's most of the time how my records come out, the best ones. But nowadays, lately, I'm trying to get more into like making my own beats from scratch, adding sounds and adding melodies that I wouldn't have before with my voice. Just understanding that that's much as part of the beat in the full production as well as rapping over it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like just being more experimental with my voice. I don't only want to rap. I want to make that funny sound in the back that makes it a hit, like Sway Lee.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or like Kid Cudi when he hums.
Yes, exactly. Spot on. Like, shouts to Cudi. Like, the hum is like something that I actually did a song where it was definitely inspired by Cudi hums, and it's on What Would Jay Do? And I'm blacked out right now, but yeah, definitely Cudi is a huge inspiration of mine.
His hums could put people to sleep, but in a good way though. Like you could like meditate to that shit.
Hold on, question. Didn't you say we could hook up a beat so they could hear the greatness from
We could, yeah, we can. Do a little freestyle real quick if you guys want.
Let's get it.
Awesome.
Beat. Hold on.
Let me know if that's too. Yeah, let me know if that's too high, too low.
It's actually that's good. Turn it up a bit.
Alright, sound good there?
Yeah. Break yourself, fool. Back to take what's mine. Finna blow like the 9. I got the glow, I just shine. So she won't get low, I'm Lil Jon. Pimp the game, my magic Don Juan. Spits the games, these lames ain't yet on. We been hanging late, prepping strong. Purest Kane, don't you step on, nigga, or try to stretch the step. I bring the pain like meth to cow. She shake that thing and erect the child. That boy all grown up now. I got special flow, this the mental style. You stole the shit, you a mental child. Can't decode the shit when the system's down. You know you done fucked up now. Yeah, rockstar lifestyle, might not make it, but I bet I take it there. Bet I take it there. Rockstar lifestyle might not make it, but I bet that I take it there. You wanna take it there? Anyway, I'll make it there. We can spit a 16 a piece and fake it there. I don't fake it here. And when you know the heater get baked in here.
Can we do like a quick like 5 fingers of free?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of course.
Hold on. All right.
Oh, looks like a TKO.
Yeah, fuck with this beat.
Fuck with this?
Gotta let it go. Yeah, said it looks like another TKO. What you mean I ain't gon' get it? Been working hard, traveling off the pivot. No job, been scrambling for the chicken. Still had the whole club rocking my shit. Let's get it. Yeah, you know we in the building. Camp Museum, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I'm feeling great. Yeah, lobster with the steak. Yeah, had to scrape my plate. Yeah, right after I said my blessings. Yeah, take my blessings just like a weapon. Yeah, take no L's, them shits be lessons. Yeah, smoke no L's, them shit be W's.
Like, yeah. What else? Like,
ain't going crazy.
Hold on. We about to keep it going. It's the 5 fingers.
Let's go.
Jay don't play with him.
Oh. Yeah. I'm about to level it up some. 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 Yeah, they talking I'm up one. And one. They try to stop me with N1. And then some. No +1. Gotta be plus some. You know the gang roll with me. You know the gang stroll with me. We taking stroll through the city. New York. We don't ride around down the city. We put it on the map. Put the city on my back. Put my mama on my back. Put my pop on my back. I got the family. We gon' get it. I'll be the man to see everything. See my vision go through. I'm in the champagne, sipping the champagne when I wake up and I sip it with Minute Maid. That be the OJ that I pour in and I'm killing like OJ. Killing these beats like OJ. Me take off like propane niggas. Like, and then I go. Yeah, music how I'm so saying. I'm freestyling. At the re-up, y'all getting an exclusive right now.
Yeah, absolutely. First of many freestyles.
Taking my
Camp J, let's get it.
Taking it. Let's get it. Oh, that's hard. Shouts to Bandit. Okay. Okay. Always on the chase. Always on the chase. Always on the chase. Always on the chase. Read the fine print. Lot of shit must fall in line with perfect timing. Big gas, where'd you find it? Take a sip of that champagne. Roll the clips, some shit. Talking dumb shit. They be talking dumb shit. I be talking punk shit. Punk rap, punk rock. Spit it off the top. This is hip hop. Run DMC, rock my 3-to. Put my feet up. She wanna roll with me, what? Cause I got trees, sir. Them trees up. Cause we up. She wanna see. She wanna see bucks. She wanna see fun. So I take her on a trip to London. In Mexico. Los Cabos. Where I go. Where the trees blow. And my mind go. Then my mind's gone. I'm on that beach flow. Spit flow. Right in heat though. Laughing up. They try to hit my phone. They leech though.
The last one for him.
They leech though. Shit.
Yo, shouts to Tay for his little playlist right here, man. These beats are crazy.
Straight heat. Shout out to Bandit.
Yeah. Ooh. Turn that up. 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 Put too much of my heart in this thing. Gotta laugh at the pain. Shrug it off, can't complain. I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. I'm living. Put too much of my heart in this thing. Gotta laugh at the pain. Shrug it off, can't complain. I'm living the dream. Maturation to me. Maturation to me. Heart in this thing. Gotta laugh at the pain. Shrug it off, can't complain. I'm living the dream. Maturation to me. Overcoming's the key. Thinking about it differently is the key. Boss, that's me. Doing everything that I can to be the man I see when I lay down to sleep. In my dreams, Ferrari, going fast. Spend this night like my last. Like my last. And I live it up like my last. I play every game like it's my max. Yeah. I need the stacks. Yeah. Throw 90 million or more. See me on tour. Girls adore. They wanna fuck with a nigga. Got the Colgate smile. Ain't seen him in a while. Cause I been putting in the miles. I told myself that I run a marathon. Shouts to Nipsey. The marathon continues. Tipsy, champagne spilled it on my new denim jeans. My jeans worth a lot. That's why these girls always wanna catch me in the spot. Cause they know I'm headed for it. They know I'm about to get it, but they know they can't afford it.
Camp J going bazooka right now. That's crazy.
Don't play with him.
He's going crazy right now.
That last bar, that was crazy. I don't even know. Wow, it's just the energy here at the re-up, man. I swear freestyles are always paying out for me.
Listen,
like
we gotta do more freestyles. I'm pretty sure. I got new preamps and everything, so that's good for artists and everything. So I'm gonna start doing a little more freestyles.
So
maybe some
number one.
True.
Yeah, we start number one.
Gotta start like the pace off first.
So we feeling
Yes.
like Big Draco right now. We number one. We the first to do this.
It's the first one.
I started.
Oh, my
Uncle
God.
Elroy, I started this barbecue shit.
Man, started everything. He's right though. He did start everything.
Nah,
If you go with
I
that
be looking
list
back,
by
I was
list.
like, wow.
Yeah,
YouTube, him.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, y'all
Like-
seen that Kobe picture? The famous Kobe picture where he's on the side.
The middle, like everyone's seen that picture at least like 50,000 times. No one ever noticed him in the corner.
Yo, I was like, what?
Draco?
I said,
Yeah.
yeah, he's in the pic. I seen it. I was like, yo, he had to Photoshop this. There's no way.
Not Draco.
Like, nah, shouts to Draco.
Yeah, facts.
Drake. Nah, yeah, he's hilarious.
Nah, Jay, that was incredible though. Good shit though.
Thank you. I
That's
appreciate you.
some good shit right there. Honestly,
Appreciate you for allowing me to
Some on the
even
spot shit
take
right
my
there.
time and like do that right
Right.
there. That's fire, bro.
Listen, man, absolutely. So before we log off, though, from you guys, anything, any new events, any projects, any big news that people should know about, anything in
Yes.
the works?
Yes. Right now, I'm working on a project. I'm trying to decide if it's just gonna be an EP or it's gonna be a full body, like 10 to 12 records. But it's definitely something different for myself. I'm challenging myself. I'm actually gonna be behind the boards on some of these beats, and yeah, that's what we're working on right now. FFF is out, new single. It's,
Go get it.
On all streaming platforms, I
all
assume.
streaming platforms.
Video
All
coming
streaming
soon.
Platforms. Video coming soon.
Can't wait to see
Feel
that.
the wave. Don't ride the wave. It's real groovy. It's real disco vibe. And if you heard my Saturday Night Fever song, you know that I could come with that bounce like on some James Brown. I'm like the hip hop James Brown.
Make all the aunties,
Yeah.
tune in and shit.
Exactly. We had family reunions, but we also in the clubs, and we also on the playlist. We have all around vibes, and I'm just excited to show it to people, and also just learning every day. Also like how to trick the algae and try to get more people to see it, because the more eyes, I know that it's gonna be on the popping.
You know what it is? It's Reels now.
Yeah.
My boy who does social media marketing, he told me Reels. It's been Reels for a while, but now IG is allowing Reels to go up to a minute.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's really no point of posting a regular video. Might as well just make it into a reel.
Making it to a real, but yeah, I'm definitely working on that. I want to definitely be more consistent with the freestyles and stuff. I just been really trying to work on the foundation of everything that I wanted to bring for the fall and winter, because that's my time. In the fall, I feel my best.
Okay.
And I feel like fall and winter is when my music is it's elevated to a whole nother level.
Okay.
So most of the time, once
Once the hoodie comes on, it's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm preparing for most of the time. Like, beginning of the year, it's just like fun and all games and seeing what I could come up with. But by the end of the year, it's like it's a mapped out project that I'll have. People can pretty much expect that from me. So I would say right now, like what I have coming is gonna be elite. Watch out for Midnight Wine and Electro. I've lost my mind. We're about to go crazy.
All right, word. Tay, anything from you?
Stay tuned.
That's it.
That's what I should have said. Right?
The work speaks for itself. That's it.
Remember when they asked Chief Keef how old he was? He said
300.
300. Stay tuned.
All right. Also, I definitely appreciate you guys coming on the show.
Appreciate you, bro.
Gotta do more of these and shit.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yes, I'll definitely
All right,
be back.
ladies and gentlemen, it's the Real Podcast. Catch you guys next time.